What's up everybody, welcome back to Planet Cyrene, and we got a few changes to the video for this one. We're going to be using 500 PED per video going forward. Let's see what the results we can get. I won't be able to show the whole video of me cutting trees because it will take several hours to do that. However, we're going to see the markup, the return, if we can get a global, and we'll talk along the way. That being said, I was talking about the two prior maps in my last video, day 2. I got a message on YouTube from Axe Murderer, and there's the account right there, talking about the maps of Cyrene. Now, for those who don't know, Axe Murderer has been in the community for quite a long time. When I started up, I read an article on the main page of Entropia, and it was written by him. So here's the article. I was staying away from massive multiplayer online games because I knew that they can eat a lot of your free time. All that changed for me on November 13, 2010. I opened Yahoo and there I saw it. Gamer makes a cool $500,000 by selling virtual property. An article about a gamer who bought virtual asteroid and planet Calypso Entropia universe for 100,000 real US dollars. A few years later sold it for 635 US dollars. 635,000 US dollars. Almost skipped a few zeros on that one. Funny thing about that is when I started playing Entropia, or was going to, I googled games that use real money, and wouldn't you know, Entropia Universe pops right up. Entropia Universe is a virtual world with a real cash economy, meaning that every item in the game costs real money, and you can sell it for real US dollars. My first reaction was crazy rich people, but I was curious enough to download the game later that day and create my virtual mini-me. Virtual property, virtual money, and making money sitting at your PC seems strange to normal people, but trading and making money in such a manner has happening just like this for years. EU currency is known as Project Entropia Dollars, or PEDs, and just like currency in other virtual worlds, PED can be withdrawn from game, converted to real-world money, and deposited into a linked bank account. Now, as you can see, this is his player testimonial. I just wanted to show a few things on it before we got into the conversation. As far as gameplay, my personal record in lucrative achievements is a $40 USD Gazardite stone from one hit on October 16, 2011 on Planet Arcadia. So he's been playing the game for well beyond a decade at this point in time, which was really cool to hear from him because a lot of the information that I have is only from 2018 going forward. Project Entropia was around in 2003. Planet Cyrene was created in 2012 from my knowledge, and things were quite a bit different at that point in time. Here's the comment. The first map is actually 4 servers. Cyrene was 4 times bigger than now, but something happened and they moved everything on one server in a rush. The dynamic upgrade map required activities to slowly upgrade the corresponding area on the map. New mobs, missions, buildings, and 4 to 5 small upgrades were required for one big meta upgrade. It was removed when it was too hard to update the game at the same speed. So you can see they had quite a bit of changes over the years. Cyrene was 4 times bigger on 4 servers. That would have been pretty cool to see. Now you can see the server lines sort of going right through the middle of the place. I don't know what this black zone was, but maybe it was something else. I asked if I could show the message and info. He said, you can show the message and info, no problem. Cyrene was bigger and in beta stage. According to the devs before 2012, it was supposed to be fully launched, but something happened and they made it 4 times smaller and never announced the hard launch. So I left for 10 years, but now I can see they did a lot of work and is one of the best planets in the universe. Which I completely agree. Cyrene is definitely #1 planet to me anyway. That being said, I also call it my home. This post on the Cyrene dynamic map, and it shows a little more detail about what you had to do to unlock it. This is the introduction. This is Cyrene dynamic map upgrade. It shows the progression of different land areas based on player activity on planet Cyrene. They go through progress levels to undergo upgrades and unlocks based on their level. So, in short, if you want to change an area, you need to complete missions, interact with creatures, or mine for resources. You can see the land areas here. Level 1 was new Mang Chang and Rhino Beetle maturities. Level 2, a new scavenger hunt mission with unique to the Zin, right? So there's different upgrades for it. Nagu volcano, a dedicated spawn of Old Jack. A new magma chamber open to explore. As you can see, like, you had to upgrade certain areas to get other things in the future, and it looked like there was quite a bit to do that. Some areas can only be upgraded through other areas progression. These are called meta areas. The requirements to upgrade the meta areas are listed below. Arc staging, 5 areas are at least level 1. Upgrading staging area and Terrellian area with additional content. Miner Isle. All areas are at least level 1. Special mining zone with additional mining missions. Skylabs. All areas are level 2. Animal behavior and modification laboratory instance. Then there was to be announced. So you can see there was quite a bit to do when it was like this. Now it would have been cool, but apparently if you didn't have any progress or stagnated, it has some side effects in that particular area as well. Before we get to the part that everybody's been waiting for, we had to show this. See the purple trees? The green ones are the ones we want to cut, and the purple ones are the ones that have nothing to do with what we're doing. But I thought it was really odd. This has only happened to me once or twice, and it shows all the trees that you need to cut in green, where the rest of them are all in purple. What are your thoughts on that? Has that happened to you in the past? And let me know if it has. Let's get to that part with the loot and skill points. Now on to the part that everybody's been waiting for, loot and skill return. So as you can see, the loot is listed as follows. Short moonleaf board, 247 ped. Wood shavings, 106 ped. Moonleaf board, 165 ped. Long moonleaf board, 19.14 ped. Totals are listed below. Markup, I gave a rough estimate of what I'm going to go for. So our total value of markup is 59.56 ped. Our total trade terminal value is 538 ped.42 pec, which equals a 94.461% return. Total TT value with market value on top of it would be 597.98 pec, which equals 104.91% return. Pretty good overall if we can get that. That will keep us going, and let's see what we can get by the end of this day 30 in this 500 ped per day video. The skill points. Let's get those up and going. The first skill points we have, day 3 for 30. In total, we started with 264,391 skill points. By the end of our 570 ped day 3, we have 265,385, equals 994 points in total we've gained. Our resource gathering went up quite a bit. We got 349 points on that. Genetics, we got 97.52. Perception, we got 4.23. Botany, 119.33. Zoology, also around the same. Pretty similar between zoology and biology, or botany. We have one more page to go through, and that is right here. We have intelligence, took a little bit of a jump. Alertness, we have 3.39. Geology, 46.81 points. Athletics, just under. And analysis, 112.04 points. Totaling 994 skill points on top of our possible 104% return. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth it or if you think it's not. This is what I'm going to do for the next 27 days that we post these videos. Day 4 will be another 500 ped. Day 5 continuously all the way to 30. By the end of it, let's see our TT returns. Let's see if there's any globals. Let's see if we have some fun. I appreciate you guys watching. Get ready for day 4. Thank you.